Okay. Nasal. Nasal. Nasals are the consonants which are pronounced or articulated through the nasal cavity. Nasals. Yeah, when you have constriction here and air is released through your nose, then you have nasal sounds. Okay, to produce those nasal sounds, that is mo, no, and soft palate. Soft palate is lowered, causing obstruction in the oral passage. Soft palate here is lowered, causing obstruction. Obstruction means constriction there in the vocal tract. And that is why, since there is obstruction here, air is released through your nose. When air is released through your nose, you have the sounds mo, no, and Okay? Frictionless continuity. Up till here we were talking about friction, we were talking about friction in fricatives, we were talking about friction in affricates, but here you do not have friction. When you do not have friction means you do not have obstruction. Okay. This is frictionless. I have written just F there because the column was very small, so I am writing here, this is frictionless. Frictionless. Continuant. Frictionless continuant. Okay? Frictionless continuant. Continuant because you can continue the sound. This is how you can continue the sound. Yes. And these frictionless continuant, they are also called as flaps. Sometimes if this word is used so that what is it? Flaps. They are called as flaps also. So to produce a frictionless continuant, the tip of the tongue is raised towards the alveolar ridge. Okay? This tongue is raised towards the alveolar ridge. Or say, this is rolled or say curled backward in the direction of the hard palate. So what do you do with your tongue? This is your tongue. You curl it or roll it towards hard palate. Towards hard palate here. Towards hard palate you curl it. To pronounce it. Say, this is how you pronounce. Look at me. When I am pronouncing, please look at me. What are you doing to your tongue? You are rolling your tongue. You are curling your tongue. Is it not? So the air is released through both sides of the tongue. When you articulate, the air is released through both sides of the tongue, being left separated from the hard palate. Because tongue has moved upward, it has curled upward. So where is air releasing through? Air is releasing through the sides of the tongue. It's not. The air is released through both sides of the tongue. Is it fine? Okay. So this is the only frictionless continuant that we have in the IPA consonants. But, interestingly, this is pronounced differently by people of different languages. Some pronounce it okay, it's funny way of pronouncing it. Even in India, R is pronounced differently, very differently. Like, I was in Kerala and they call banana param. This is very difficult. They just changing the North Indians to pronounce the word param, and they said that you won't be able to because we do not have in, say, Hindi or say other North Indian languages. So what do you call it? Param. So there is R sound, but this is very, very different. Very different. The R that we have in Hindi. Okay. So you have discussed plosives, which are also called stops. You have discussed fricatives, affricates, nasals, or say flaps, frictionless continuant that means, and semi-vowels. Now we come to semi-vowels. There can be a short note and semi-vowels. What are semi-vowels? Semi-vowels. And semi-vowels. So as the term explains, semi-vowels are vowels which are articulated or say which are produced like a vowel, but the function as a consonant. What are they? They are produced like a vowel, but function as a consonant. For example, wa and ya. See, wa and ya are called semivols because although the vocal tract is relatively unrestricted, that means unobstructed. There is no constriction, or say very less constriction during the formation of both of these sounds. Wa and ya. They are not syllabic. They are not syllabic. That's very important. Remember this. Means you can pronounce it without, say, constriction, without obstruction as you pronounce vowel sounds, yet you cannot call it a vowel because they are not syllabic. Means they do not form a separate syllable. They are dependent. Okay? Or they remain on boundary, you may say. They remain on syllable boundary. Is it okay?
Yes.
They do not force a syllable to occur. For example, you must have seen, like, suppose, how do you write unit? You write unit like this, and unit, and you transcribe it like this, unit. This is how you transcribe. Now, how many syllables are there? There are 2. Okay, here, if you're prolonging it, you may have dots there. Unit. So there are 2. How many are there? 2. Suppose if ya were a vowel sound, then there would have been 3 syllables, but they are not. Why? Because this depends on the u sound. This it doesn't form a syllable of its own. Can you think of any other word? For example, yes. Okay, small word I am taking, yes. How do you write? Now, how many syllables are there? There is just one syllable. Why? Because and that syllable is formed because of o sound, because of this shua, not because of this. So that means they do not form a separate syllable. Had they, then there would have been 2 here, but they are not 2. There is just 1. That is why it is a semi-vowel, and so is wa. Is it okay? The last sound we have reached. Okay, the last one is lateral. Sounds are lateral and central. Lateral. See, in the production of, we have just one lateral sound. Okay, air is released through the sides of the tongue. The C, L. Look at me. I don't know where do you go, like. Just try to concentrate. How is air release I am talking about? L. So air is released through the sides of the tongue, while the tip of the tongue touches the central part. Which part is it touching? This is touching the central part of the alveolar ridge. L. Pronounce it yourself. Say it loudly. L. So air is released through the sides of the tongue, while the tip of the tongue touches the central part of the alveolar ridge, or say the upper teeth. L. Sounds which let the air stream escape along the sides of the tongue are called, when the air escapes through the sides of the tongue, you have the lateral sounds. And if the air doesn't escape through the sides of the tongue, you have central sounds. There's the difference. Do you know what a lateral sounds? In lateral sounds, the air escapes through the sides of the tongue. Whereas in central sounds, the air is released, say, through the blade of the tongue, you may say. Not, say, through the sides of the tongue. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
You understood?
Yes.
So, you understood, see, as far as three-term description is concerned, you understood everything. This is what you are going to write in three-term description. You are going to write place of articulation. Now you know what are places of articulation. You understood the organs of speech also. With the help of this diagram, we have understood. and we have talked about manner of articulation. We have also talked about the third term, the third condition, okay? That is voiceless and voiced. So you know all that. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.